Hey guys, it's Thursday night. It's 7 o'clock. So that means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. Um, as we normally do, we're going to give it a couple of minutes here and just kind of ramble or whatever. Well, we give folks a chance to get logged on and pop in. And
Eric Ferguson said, hey, hey.
what's up, Eric? Can't wait to see you guys. Day's Thursday. I guess maybe see y'all Saturday.
Jeremy Woods.
Jeremy, you didn't come by today.
No, he's here yesterday.
Yeah, but I miss it when he don't come
I
by.
know.
But you see, just kind of piddle around here a minute. Um, a lot of people keep asking, so I'll give you this. Uh, went for those who don't know, I had a bad fall about 3 weeks ago, and I broke my femur. It's broke about right here. It's just below the hip. Broke it in half. Um, thanks to the good Lord above and Lance, who manhandled me.
Adam Tucker said, new here. What's up?
Oh, Adam, welcome. This is our Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop show. We do this every Thursday night at 7. We talk about interesting things going on in the firearms industry. Usually a lot of times we have some guests, different guests out of the industry. We talk about things going on within WHMC itself. Um, try to give you what insights I have been on the inside of the industry, talking to different people, things that may not be out in the media yet. Then we generally have a time that we talk about we have some kind of educational time. Um, always it's open for questions, whether those questions have anything to do with what we're talking about. We try to address them. If I can't address them, uh, I will ask you usually to shoot me an email and I will research it and get you an answer or send you to where you can get an answer. Um, and then we have usually the cool gun segment where we will bring out stuff that a lot of people will never see in their lifetime. And we'll talk about it, look at it, and go through with it.
He said, didn't mean to cut you off of your fall talk. Hope everything goes well.
Well, I mean, I told you, I take questions as they come. But anyway, bad fall, bad break, surgery, 3 weeks, two or 3 days ago. Um, you guys saw one pathetic attempt at a live the day after surgery with me laying in the hospital. That was Thanksgiving. That was Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Um, I think Lance and some of the others ended up taking it down, but I believe it already had 3,000 to 5,000 views.
Yeah, you had a lot up there.
But the update right now is I plan on being back at work full time. I was here yesterday and today.
All day long.
Monday I went back and had these stitches taken out from the surgery and uh, follow up with my surgeon. So there'll be a few more of those visits. Those days I won't actually be able to be here.
John Wood said, hope you're healing well, Tom. I'm 6 weeks in on a shoulder surgery. No rifle shooting is killing me. Enjoy your info and promotion of our 2A rights.
Thank you, brother. I think the next thing they shot more pictures of my right shoulder um, Monday, and they went, "Oh, there's a lot going on in there." So we're going to try to avoid that shoulder surgery if we can at all avoid it. Because no rifle shooting would kill me. I have to test these guns.
Nathan Smith said
It was nice seeing him. It really was. Um, we did get to talk a bit, and his well wishes were well received. You guys don't know how much you guys have helped. So many people reaching out and just to say, hey, I hope it's going well or whatever. Few of those times when it was getting kind of dark, that was kind of the light that shined out. And I do appreciate it. And I want to publicly say thank you to everybody. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about I'm up, I'm moving, I'm back.
Chris Beckett said he done a thing last weekend, massive heart attack, widowmaker, but God had other plans for us. Both, bro, get well soon.
And you too. You're too damn young to be having them kind of heart attacks. He's quite a bit younger than me. But Chris, I do hope you get better soon. If I can do anything to help you, holler at me or get one of the brother-in-laws or whatever to holler at me. And I'll do what I can for my walker. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on, why I'm saying thank yous to everybody. We should get some people popping on by now. So we got a few folks in. Going good? Okay. So let's start off. Last week we had Richard Archie here from Tennessee Firearm Association. We went really long. I think we did like a 2.5 hour broadcast. 2 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Y'all could have went longer, but my battery was running down.
I had a lot of people send in comments or emails or stop by and said they were kind of cussing the battery because they wanted it to keep going. Richard's always a great guest. He's so smart and articulates so well. But I'm gonna give you a couple of things that he mentioned. Give you a bit of a follow up. We were talking about some of the lawsuits TFA and GOA are involved in here in the state of Tennessee, and one is the lawsuit against the city of Memphis. Actually, I think there should be criminal charges in that case, but still has not gotten in front of a judge. They can't seem to get it into court in Shelby County, believe it or not. But they will not be letting up. That is a place where TFA will spend money and spend resources, along with GOA, and they will get results.
Pedro Santos, Ola from Brazil.
Hola.
We do have a few trolls in the chat. I'm having to ban them and suspend.
Really?
Yeah, it's like hot.
Oh.
Important, I guess.
Glad to have you, Pedro. So anyway, so the case in Memphis is still trying to get in front of a judge. They don't want it in front of a judge because they know they're going to lose. They know what they did was illegal. They know they actually should realize that they've broken multiple criminal statutes.
John Ketchup said, so glad to see you out of the hospital, brother. So awesome.
Hey, glad to hear from you, brother. Thank you.
John Miller says hi.
Hey, John. I owe you for today, man.
Thank
I owe you
so much today, John.
I think Memphis, these guys have to realize not only have they broken civil, they've broken criminal statutes. And I don't know why Jonathan Scamardi,
whatever his name is,
the Attorney General for the state of Tennessee, doesn't go in with state officers and enforce the law.
Jeff Delaney.
Good evening, Jeff.
He said, glad to see you back. Hope you're doing well.
I am here. and I am going to run and gun until I can't. So now let's talk a little bit about the case that's been filed here in Gibson County. Um, this case gets into a lot of what Richard and I were talking about with the section in the Tennessee Constitution. It talks about the intent to go armed. It creates gun-free zones, um, parks, public greenways, other places, and they've got it so mind-boggling and confusing that hell, you don't, unless you're a damn attorney, you don't know if you're breaking the law or not, and there's no point in it. It's stupid. Not to mention, it runs counter. It's out of line with recent Supreme Court decisions. So right now we are in violation of the U.S. Constitution with Tennessee law. Um, in this case, and um, the 16th. When was the 16th? What's today?
The 19th, 3 days ago.
So 3 days ago, in October, our side filed and asked for a summary judgment on the case. Of course, that gave the other side, I don't know, some kind of obscene amount of time to rebuttal. On the 16th, attorneys from the state attorney's office on behalf of Bill Lee and Attorney General Jonathan Scamati made a filing with the court. Freaking sounded like it could have come from a blue state. And this is, Mr. Scamati's done a great job as our Attorney General. He really has. He's done a good job. There's a lot of things Bill Lee has done well. A lot of things he's been, really, not done so well. But these guys need to get their head out of their butt. Let's settle this. Let's get state law in line with Bruen and with Heller and with the Supreme Court decisions ruling on 2A, and be done with it and quit this stupid, useless expenditure of capital and money that could be put to so much better use in so many different ways. If we didn't have to fight all these stupid ass court cases, think of the things we could do with firearm safety programs and training children to keep them safe. And, even as much as a lot of us have come to nearly despise the NRA, being able to even utilize their Eddie Eagle safety program, which is proven to work. It saves lives. Think about how we could use this money that we're having to use to litigate against illegal laws, and how we could redivert those funds and do something really, really, really great. Expanding shooting opportunities. Have real gun safety, not what these idiots on TV call gun safety, which is just gun banning.
John Ketchum said, say it again real loud for the ones in the back.
But real gun safety. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. No such thing as an unloaded gun. Do not point a gun at anything you're not willing to kill or destroy. And know your target once beyond. With the money we're having to waste on litigation, if some of those funds can be taken and put in real education, do you know what we could do with the accident rates? We could make them damn near non-existent. if we had the judicious use of the Eddie Eagle safety programs in our schools, properly applied, um, man, it could be amazing. The good that comes out of it. But because people like Bill Lee and Scamati and these others want to be so hard-headed, and they want to they've got these little nuances in Tennessee law that shouldn't be there. They want to fight to defend them. You know, they want to fight to defend what's wrong. They want to fight on the wrong side.
Adam Tucker said, if it makes sense, it's wrong. John Ketchum, take the wow factor away from kids. Teach them that they are tools. Dusty Vickers popped on.
Hey, Dusty.
Dean Butler, all the basics we were taught growing up, it's ridiculous that it's not like that anymore.
Yeah. What he said, take the wow factor away. Take the curiosity factor away. Take that mysticism away. Get rid of that. You get rid of 80% of the problem.
Yep.
And can you imagine if we could take these funds that we're having to use to fight stupid battles, like the Memphis battle, the one we got going here in Gibson County on Tennessee law, we're having to sue the governor and sue the attorney general for breaking the law. If we didn't have to spend that money on this stuff.
Dusty said, hi. Dean Butler, he said they aren't fireworks.
No.
And my favorite veterinarian has popped in.
It's Brother Scotty.
Scotty just popped in.
Well, I hope Gatlinburg was good.
Got Miss Georgie.
Miss Georgie. So I'm gonna quit preaching on the TFA lawsuits. But guys, if you're not a member of TFA, if you're not a member of GOA, buy it for yourself for Christmas. Tell people that's what you want.
Doesn't cost that much.
What, $35 a year?
Ish. Yeah.
Maybe $500 for a lifetime.
Yeah. John Ketchum said if they understand that they're not what they are, then they know they are not toys.
Exactly.
And Adam said here in Illinois, still in court over the AR-15 ban.
Yeah, but you guys, I think, may have a chance on that one. It's going to be a long, hard fight. But, you know, GOA is in that fight to win it, along with some of the others. I could tell you Eric's heart is in that fight. That is considered a high priority for 2A rights across the country, is to win that fight.
Eric said the TFA membership would be a great stocking stuffer.
Yep. And, you know, I tell you, I think my Christmas gift to me this year will be, I'm just going to go ahead and pay my life membership at TFA. So it and GOA are both seen to for however long that might be.
Adam said his family is in on one of the lawsuits in Illinois. John Miller, money well spent to defend your 2A rights.
Yeah, I mean, guess you got to think about it. TFA, these guys don't take a nickel for themselves. There's not one paid position in the whole organization. They don't even take expense money. Now, hopefully, that is going to change, and there will soon be maybe a paid position. And that's going to be a good thing. if the plans go like Archie was sharing with me, and I'm not going to say much more because I don't know what I can and can't say. But having a person in that position to handle those duties uh, would actually be money well invested. It would make things run really well. So yeah, TFA, GOA, get your memberships, give them out as gifts. You know, support the people that support you. And I can tell you, I know the leadership in both of these groups. Have spent time with all of them personally.
Some amazing people.
And, you know, every time I'm around them, my respect grows for them. So that's my 2 cents worth of that. Now, I'll let you guys know, we do have the YouTube channel up. It is functional. We are posting to it now.
Yes.
Last week's episode is posted now.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to try our best to have this one up tonight. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get some content generated just kind of for YouTube. And then I know we're looking at trying to make a bigger push, if you will, onto X.
Mm-hmm.
And start utilizing it more and more and more.
I read earlier that
As they tend to now be a little more friendly toward us.
Elon removed all the woke Disney content from X. Yes.
So,
that was earlier today.
You know, X seems like it's going to, at this point, be a place where a lot of us may end up. Simply because we're not going to be discriminated against. Like, you know, there's so many things I cannot do right now. I cannot say if we want to keep our Facebook or if we want to have our YouTube channel.
You know what? You know, from what I understand, we can sell things. We can mention prices on X.
Yeah.
Richard Archie's just joined us.
Richard, good evening, sir. We were just discussing TFA and GOA and the lawsuits in Memphis and the news release you guys put out on the case out of Gibson County here. The release from TFA, if you're not a member and you want to read it, is posted on our Facebook. I posted it over on our Facebook page. I would highly recommend, if you haven't seen it, go take a look and read through it. It'll take you about a minute and a half, maybe, to read through it. That might give you a little more insight about what I'm raving about. So yeah, TFA, GOA, great Christmas gifts. Stand behind the people that are standing behind you. Speaking about Christmas gifts, we have a lot of great items still in stock here at the shop. I've got to get that commercial in, you know.
Yep. Chris Cooksey, good evening, my friend.
Hey, Chris. Lots of nice items still in stock. You know, let's be honest. Part of my job here at night is to try to drive traffic through the door. Try to convince you folks you want to come visit us.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Um, but we've got, t-shirts, hats. We've got knife and mug combos. Of course, all kinds of guns,
All kinds of
ammo,
stuff.
pocket knives, hunting knives. So if you're looking for just that little something simple stocking stuffer, like um, something like this, which is a kind of a little do-all type tool.
Multi-tool.
Um,
Richard said, tell them to read the entire brief and call the AG's office and tell them to relook at that mess they sent. Parks are not sensitive places.
all right, did everybody get to hear that?
John said, just loaded some shelves today with some great items.
So, like just some more stocking stuff for ideas. All this stuff's under $20 too,
And you know what? How about some coffee?
and lots of great coffee. We even have Raptor in stock.
And just an FYI, I overheard Lance.
Yep.
The Yukon Blast, once it's gone, it's not going to be back until
Next Christmas. Yeah, he's keeping the Yukon Blast as a Christmas blend.
But we may have something in the near future, a new one. Dakota Lovato said, good evening, beautiful people.
How are you, my friend? Hope all's well for you. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the NFA a little bit. Yes, I think we can all agree it needs to be abolished. However, in the meantime, turnaround times are still doing well, but really seriously, y'all, if you're thinking about NFA for Christmas, you're up against the wall.
Yep. John Ketchum said, and awesome, real knowledgeable people to help you find the perfect gift. Thank you.
We'll do our best. We'll do our best,
Just an FYI, we've had a few people who had trusts that have had theirs come back in one day.
Yeah,
this week.
I mean,
It's crazy.
They said they were going to start treating trusts just like individuals. And one day turnaround on a trust is,
I mean, in the past, it's been 3 to 6 months.
yeah. Even after that was the revised, that was the good numbers.
Yeah.
So NFA, we got in some new suppressors over the last couple of days.
We got some new ones still coming.
And got more come in today, probably more come in tomorrow. So we got a load of stuff from Surefire in today. We got
Noel Ferguson said, just to let you know, Santa delayed in Ireland. He's had too much Guinness and feeling unwell. Eric Ferguson said his first can came back in a day. Yes, it did.
I love when Noel comes on.
I know.
It's great.
So now we know Santa's over in Ireland drinking some Guinness.
Hey, if he comes down here, you're going to be drinking Southern bourbon.
It's true. Dakota said very well, the Democrats blocked the continued resolution to fund the government until March.
Yep.
So they are facing a potential shutdown. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah. One of the things in there was this bridge that got hit.
Mm-hmm.
They had $8 billion in there in one of these to try to rebuild the bridge. The highest bid that came in was $1.9 billion. What about the other 6.1? Where's that other 6.1 billion going?
Somebody's pocket.
Is this what we call responsible spending? So, yeah, it's going to be a dogfight. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. I think I was reading some stuff before we went on tonight. Just been busy enough today. I haven't really been reading or looking at the news.
It has been a busy day.
And you know, I'll tell people I look at right leaning sites. I look at left leaning sites, and then I'll look at somewhere like 1440, which is probably the most centered that I've found.
John said government ain't responsible.
That's a fact. But anyway, getting back NFA. There's still the possibility of getting them back before Christmas. There's no guarantees. Inventory's pretty fair. Any kind of custom built firearm, it's going to get really, really touchy at this point. It's probably just not going to happen before Christmas. Because today's the what?
19th.
And Christmas is
6 days away.
Wednesday.
6 days.
Yeah, Wednesday. I mean, Mike could get a rifle built, but there's no way it's going to get tested and Cerakoted or engraved or.
But we do have gift certificates.
We do have gift certificates available. I do have a few custom rifles built up here in the shop that are available.
If you're an 18 fan.
Yeah. that are available if somebody wants a great custom rifle and doesn't have time to wait. Those are here and available. Let's see, got a pretty fair bunch of Holosuns in. So a lot of good stuff for Christmas. If you need those last minute gifts, whether it's $10, $15, $20 item, or you need a new Benelli shotgun.
We also have suppressor covers.
We got suppressor covers in for all those who have been asking.
6-inch, 7.5 inch, from 6-inch to 7.5 inch.
From 6-inch to 7.5 inch covers.
Yep.
And price pretty fair. Some of them, are they not?
Yeah, I mean, $39.99 to, and the most expensive one we have right now is $68.99.
Yeah, so pretty decent pricing.
We do have a lot of Surefire lights.
Yep.
Soft Tacos joined us.
Hey, Mike. So, okay, that covers we have great Christmas items in stock. Talks about NFA. About the YouTube. Okay, guys, show off a couple of guns right quick. I want the other one first.
Well, I kind of figured that.
You've heard us talk about the GOAT 15, okay? The new GOAT 15 pistol. First one's shipped out, come in today. Miss Caitlin hooked us up. This is just neat.
It is.
It's just neat. But we saw this come in, we're like, this is cool. However, we think we can make it cooler. So now here's our version of the GOAT 15. Taxol Aries suppressor. Um, ACOG with a little brace blade back here, blade brace. Um, yeah, this is now it's cool. Now they're cool, but
Definitely a fun little gun that you can
you,
outfit it however you want.
yeah, and, especially people laugh, but if you take a lot of the small kids, it's not necessarily even the length of pull that get them, because you can get it short enough, but the gun's heavy or the front end's heavy, and the kids just can't hold them.
What caliber?
Oh, 22 long rifle. 22 long rifle. So, you know, that's just,
I love it.
that's just neat. So, whether we're talking about, little kids and getting them something they can shoot. And by the way, you can cut these magazines down to single shot, 5 round, 10 round.
I believe that she told me from here on out, everything's shipping with a 10-round magazine. No more 5s.
So, and then there's supposed to be some 20s out.
After the new year.
Yeah, any time next few weeks. So yeah, the Goat 15 pistol. Like I said, in this case we've got the little Aries, Taxol suppressor, little ACOG, little bladed brace, and this thing this would have to be an afternoon full of fun.
Yeah, and it weighs nothing.
Oh, I wish you guys could just pick it up and, it's absolutely just
You can put anything on it.
going to be a lot of fun. So we did get a few of those in, not a ton. Sounds right.
You could almost put those in a stocking, depending on what size your stocking is.
So, people look at them and say for kids. I'm like, I like that for me.
John, we somewhere between 4 and 5.
I mean, which John?
Ketchum.
Hey, did you ever have one of them old Dodges with the 460 Hemi? Did you ever run one of those? That would be a good way to think about it. So guys, we're gonna get into something a little more serious right now. Y'all bear with me, okay?
Dakota says, say it with me. We do not sell guns
on Facebook. We don't?
Nope, I have never sold a gun on Facebook.
Me neither.
We get accused of it, but we don't do it.
Hadn't even offered to sell a gun on Facebook.
No.
We may show you really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Tell you about it. We might even give you an idea of what kind of range it might run in at your local retailer.
But we're not going to sell them on Facebook.
No.
Okay.
So, guys, y'all bear with me on this one, okay? Because this is kind of our Christmas special. This will be the last show before Christmas. And I will go ahead and tell you, the night after Christmas, we will be on. Okay, so the 26th. We will have a special guest.
Hold on just a minute. Dean said, is that your stock 460 Hemi or the custom?
No,
Stock.
it's the one board 9 over. So 460 board out to 469.
But it's the custom. It's not the custom.
No, it's the stock.
It's the
the
stock
stock. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to clear that up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So next week, day after Christmas, we will be having a special guest. It's a guy I've had before. I really, really enjoy having him on the show, and so do you guys. We always get, last time he was on the show, we had, I don't know, 7,000 or 8,000 views.
I'm going to have to charge these batteries.
Because we did a D-Day special.
Mm-hmm.
But Kyle Lynch from Rifle Speed will be here next week. And, he's playing kind of, I don't know, he's tantalizing me because, and I really don't know, guys. He said, I've got some things in the works that are probably going to be about ready to be announced. And we may be having some first of the industry announcements.
How cool is that?
On the show next week. Be the first time it's publicly spoke about, and I honestly don't have a clue. I mean, I know they're doing a couple of things with the Rifle Speed, but he indicated this is going to be something other than just Rifle Speed.
Mm-hmm. But he
And
didn't
it's
go into a lot of
no,
detail.
he just kind of left me.
Left you hanging.
Yeah. And he's kind of snickering. So I don't really know, but it's got my curiosity up. And so next week it'll be Kyle Lynch will be joining me. And probably the two biggest shows we've done have been with Kyle and with Archie, with Richard Archie.
Oh yes, most definitely.
They probably have generated the most views. So that tells me that you guys must like the guest and picking the guests. So I'm really gonna do my best this year, this coming up year, to do a lot more of that. I can tell you I've already talked to Eric Pratt at Gun Owners of America. We just have to make the scheduling work. He has said he would absolutely be glad to be a part of the show.
I'm sure we'll have Chris Todd in again.
Oh, Chris, anytime. Chris is always welcome. And we're hoping to get Rusty Giles. We're hoping to get Brock Martin, or Gills, Rusty Gills. I'm sorry. Some of the other, maybe Tandy Darby, some of the other state reps to come in and sit down with us.
Justin Piercy, is it true that Winchester may release a Model 70 chambered in 17 WSM at the next SHOT Show?
I've heard those rumblings myself. I honestly don't know. They will send me about 3 weeks prior to SHOT. Browning, we get a list. I'll get a list or a booklet or whatever you want to call it from both Browning and Winchester that that will tell me what's going to be happening at shot. I mean, I do my Browning and Winchester before we ever leave for shot, and so that hasn't come out quite yet.
He said he desperately needs something better than the BMAG, but in similar platform. And Richard Archie said Rusty Grills. He said he believes will be available right after the first and want to share what we are going to try to achieve in the legislature this year.
Well, great, Richard. If you've got his number, text it to me if you don't mind, so I can at least call him and talk with him, or give him mine. Either one way or the other. It'd be great to have him. What was I saying?
Oh, you were talking about you'll get.
Yeah, I will get that stuff from Browning and Winchester. Usually about 3 weeks prior to shot, because I won't be going to shot this year.
Unfortunately, no shot show this year.
No shot show this year. Even though I feel like I'll probably be off the walker.
Well, I think you definitely will be off the walker.
I just don't. And not to mention, I'd already decided I wasn't going because I couldn't get in my hotel I wanted to be in.
Get a book early.
I thought I looked early. You know, in Las Vegas, to me, there's only one place to stay, and that's the Trump. The people there are so amazing. And it being booked up, we were like, we just won't go.
I like the fact that there's no casino there.
Oh, I love the fact there's no casino there.
Relax.
But no, it's so you need. Let's get back to what he was talking about. His BMAG.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I would question on the 17 WSM, I mean, yes, we know it's going to be markedly better than, say, the HMR. The thing that would bother me with that cartridge is ammunition availability, because it's next to impossible to locate any. I mean, you may know something I don't, or have some kind of access, but the 17 WSM ammo is just nearly impossible to find. If I might recommend that you look at the 17 Hornet, I think you would find great. You can find it in some great platforms, especially from CZ. And the ammo is going to be easier to find. And if you happen to be a hand loader, it's a center fire. So, you know, you can load for it.
John Ketchum said, Lance said you can go anywhere you have a show to run. LOL. Justin Pierce, he said Winchester just needs to sell a rifle with a case of ammo.
I agree. Hey, brother, I'm with you. I actually, who was it? Who was I working with at the time? It was one of the companies I was working with. It's been some time ago. And we were, they had called in the pro staff, and we were talking about the marketing meeting, how to pick up some sales. And that was one of the things I said is, let's sell a gun with a coupon. 40 proof of purchase, that kind of thing, and ship them a case of ammo.
That's true.
I got overruled.
Hey, that sounds good.
I tried.
Richard, yes, I I got that, and as soon as we're done filming, I will get that taken care of. Numbers.
Okay. Um,
Mr. Frank is still working.
yeah, yep. He is working and dancing.
Yep, that's what Frank does.
That's what Frank does. He works and he dances. Um, Before I get off on what I'm on the fact of our Christmas special, has anybody got any questions? Anything they want to throw out right quick? Anything I might
Give them a minute to.
give y'all a minute to contemplate on it? And I will say this while you're thinking, not 100% sure what the dates are going to be this year, but GOA has started its own show, if you will. It's called Goals, Gun Owners of America Leadership Conference. It's it's very similar to the NRA show.
I'd love to go to that one.
And it is in Knoxville. So for those of us in the state, yeah, Knoxville may be 6 hours? I don't know.
Richard Archie wants to know your recommendation for an optic for a SIG P365XL.
Either a Romeo Zero or like a Holosun 507, 407. Any one of those three. They're all really good sights. That sight cut, if I'm not mistaken, is an RMSC footprint. And there's several different manufacturers that manufacture for that footprint. But those are probably my three top choices. Because I like them where they bolt straight onto the gun without a plate. And I think any one of those three should work fine. Probably the least expensive is the Romeo Zero.
And it's made by SIG.
Made for SIG anyway. So that would be and it's not it seems to be a fairly easy sight to pick up. When you point it, it seems to pick up, be pretty easy to pick up. And I know we've mounted a lot of them. And they're one that's hard to keep in stock because they sell out about as quickly as they come in. Excuse me. Steph, will you hand me my Dr. Pepper, please? So, guys, now we're going to get to our Christmas special, okay? We come in to this time of year, and some people, they call it the holidays. I don't like that. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, and we have New Year.
Hold on just a minute, I'm sorry.
What?
Richard said you will get a lot closer to the headliners of the Goals event. I have been to a number of NRA events. GOA is much better. And Chris Ray said, I love the way Romeo Zero I bought from y'all a couple of months back.
And I agree, especially with Goals, this just being the second year, man, when these shows are in that young blossoming stage, that's when they're always the best. It's when when they start getting really big, like NRA or like SHOT is now, they kind of get to where they suck. It's kind of like, have we got to go? But you take like Goals, where it's going to be in its second year, man, that's the time. That's the golden goose. That's, I remember when SHOT Show was that way, and you know, you look forward to getting there, and now it's kind of like never. Damn it, do we have to go? It's just no fun. It's so big, so spread out, so jumbled, and so much crap that don't need to be there that it just takes the fun out of it. And NRA's getting about that bad. So yeah, goals. I will be at goals this year. I had to miss it last year. It just couldn't be helped. Um, but we will be there with bells on 2025. And like I said, give you guys the heads up on that. You could probably look on GOA website and get the dates for it. I want to think it's in September, but I won't swear to it.
I was thinking it was before then. But
It might have been. It might have been August.
when I find out, I will post it. How about that?
Yeah, because yeah, the first Saturday in September is the TFA annual event, and goals happened what, like 2 weeks before it.
I think so.
So anyway, somewhere in there, August, September, mid-August, September time frame, you would be. I think you guys have a lot of fun showing up there. All right, so here we go. A lot of people call this time of year the holidays, and like I just said, I despise that term, happy holidays. We have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas, we have New Year's. Each one's very different. What we have coming up at the moment is Christmas. And, you know, we celebrate Christmas for a reason. And what I'm going to say may not be real popular in a lot of places, but hey, if it's not, prove me wrong. We celebrate Christmas because one of the greatest events on the face of the earth happened. It's actually an event that split time. Because we measured time BC and AD. The event split time. And that was the birth of Jesus Christ. And we all know it wasn't on December 25th. It was probably in the springtime. And I've heard all the arguments about why we do Christmas on September 25th. Some have validity, some don't. But we picked a time to celebrate the birth of Christ. And like I said, an event so significant that it split time. An event so significant that 2,000 years later, whether you love him, whether you hate the idea, whatever, he still, I don't know what word should I use, has the power to make people uneasy, to give people peace. You know, we celebrate the day that the creator of the world, the one who spoke everything into existence. And if we have any doubt about that, we look at the opening to the Gospel of John. where he's describing Jesus. He said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, the Word was God. And through him, everything was created. And without him, nothing was created. Excuse me, I'm trying not to paraphrase, but I'm literally. So the creator of the world took on human flesh, was born of woman, and lived a perfect life. So those of us that can't, those of us that were separated from his glory and honor and majesty, have a path home. That's what we're celebrating Christmas for. It's not about running out and buying everybody presents. It's not about, uh, you know, everybody that knows me knows I don't mind having a little snort of bourbon every once in a while. But it's it's not about how much bourbon you can put in your eggnog or any of that. It's about taking that time to realize and understand one of the most significant events in the history of the world. I'm not going to say the most significant event, because that may well be the resurrection. But if it wasn't for Christmas, you wouldn't have Easter. And for as much as everybody talks about you can't have Christmas without Christ, because it's CHRIT.
That's right.
RISTMAS. So remember, this is not about a baby laying in a manger. It's not about somebody playing a rumpa-bump-bum on my drum. Oh, that's one of my favorite Christmas songs. It's about the creator of all that is taking on human form and being a helpless baby. Growing up, living the perfect life, and creating a way for us to be reconciled. That's what Christmas is. How many viewers did I lose? It's not as many as I thought I would. So, with that said,
Are you almost done?
yeah,
John Ketchup said, well said, brother. Goals is August 9th and 10th.
August 9th and 10th
And
in Knoxville.
yes, John Miller said absolutely.
So, you can be assured I intend to be in Knoxville, Tennessee at Goals August 9th and 10th. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you're a GOA member, there is no admission charge. That's just part of your membership. So, let's say you could get into, SHOT Show. It would be about $450 admission.
Adrian said road trip.
You got it, buddy. You just got to save some days off.
Yes.
Kind of have that, because that's a Saturday and Sunday, and we know what your work week is. But yeah, we need to get you, we need to get Eric, we need to get Kenley. That goes without saying. Scotty Howe, Manuel Mata. Um,
Richard Archie said it is worth the trip.
and all of us take off and go up there.
Yes.
And we can hoot and holler in the TFA booth. Um, and then about a month later, we'll turn around and go to Lebanon
Good TFA.
and do the TFA event.
Always love those.
So that'll be a great. Those will be two big events that we'll be looking forward to this year. Probably gonna cut some of our events cut those down.
Raymond, it's in Knoxville.
Yeah. We may do NRA. We'll definitely do goals. We'll definitely do TFA. We'll definitely be doing Sammy Day.
Of course. Absolutely.
Um,
That goes without saying.
be doing something with Turkeys for Tomorrow.
Richard Archie said it's the 30th anniversary for TFA.
Hey,
That's a big one.
30th anniversary. I can't wait to see what's coming out of the hat for this one. But
Can't wait to hear.
I guarantee you, Richard, I want to be right in the middle of it.
Eric said he definitely wants to go.
Yeah, I'm sure Kenley will too.
Of course.
So anyway, guys, I've probably rambled on and bored y'all long enough tonight. Be with us next week when we got Kyle Lynch and his mystery announcements.
It's going
And
to be big.
I'm not going to make any promises because I have no idea. I just know he was grinning.
Yes, he was.
And, then hopefully soon we'll be able to get a hold of Rusty and get him on, get Brock on, and get Richard back.
We love Richard.
Um,
Our viewers love Richard.
of course, Chris Todd. Chris, you're welcome anytime. We can talk about anything from politics to digging a pond to shooting a rifle.
That's right.
And of course, all of you. I hope we see y'all again. I hope we see you again next week. I hope everybody has a great, safe week. Y'all stop in and see us. And like we always tell you, God bless America and God bless you.